Welcome to SuperStarcraftBros.
Squad.
I'm Jay.
I'm Iron Sparks.
Hey, did you hear? In the new patch, actually the exciting thing in the new patch...
you can listen to StarCraft 1 music.
You could. That's second most exciting.
The arcade's free for everyone.
Third most exciting.
There's extension mods.
Fourth, it's just kind of weird for that one.
Um,
You can have your banner for your clan floating next to your main building.
well, that's boring.
Oh, I thought that was kind of cool.
I don't know.
You can do custom decal for it and all that stuff. Yeah.
Get on it.
All right, guys. We have a 4v4 squad game for you today on Fossil Quarry, red versus blue. Let's get into it and name those players.
Well, for our red team, we have our red Zerg, Fluffy Bunny.
My favorite type of bunny, fluffy bunnies.
Practice X for Terran. Another Zerg, the Vampire. And another Zerg, Kraken.
They need to hold that guy back the whole game and then just instantly like unload 200 Zerglings onto the map and be like, release the Krakens! Zerglings.
Indeed. And for the blue team, we have our blue Protoss Bogia. The blue Zerg, Haze. The other blue Protoss SFX.
Isn't that a clan?
I don't know. And the blue Terran Sin.
It's dark.
Like all sins.
What about the purple ones? Pink?
Sins
What
are
about that
only
giant
black.
monster from Final Fantasy X?
He's kind of like a grayish.
A
Yeah.
grayish monster that popped out of the water and devoured things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, let's see if anything funky is going on. If you just want to check around the locations, we got
Oh, there's no monkeys.
a bit of wall off going. We got the standard Protoss build over here. I don't see anything cheese-worthy from these guys, so we might have just a normal squad game. No rushes, no cheeses, unless they decide to do like a 5, 6, or 7 minute timing attack.
Reactor kill.
Sounds like an award you get in Halo. All right, we got Zergling speed coming from our blue Zerg. We do have some Lings out early on, though. These could be a bit deadly for the blue team as they make their way down south, joining up with some other Zerglings as well. And blue hears the call of the Zergling and sends their own. Oh my god, Fluffy still hasn't uninstalled.
Now, it seems like a lot of these people have played together before.
That's good, so they can talk to each other, have a feel for each other. Zerglings making their way in, going first to a blue Protoss base.
They're making their way downtown.
Ooh, they do draw that Zealot out and able to peck off a Zealot maybe as the red team is yelling, Reactor! Reactor!
They're pecking off the Zealots.
The pecking?
You said
pecking?
peck. You said
It's
peck.
a flock of Zerglings. They're just pecking their way. They kind of peck. That's kind of how they fight.
I think
All right,
they're more like...
Yeah, we do have that Zealot finally gone. Lings are going to move in now, trying to shut down the mineral line for this blue Protoss.
But we're halfway to a Mama Ship Core.
Yeah, we are. A lot of blue Lings are moving up to help out the ally. Good call. There's a Zealot there in a good location, able to do a couple more hits because not all of his surface
And
area
Mama
was
Ship Core.
out. And yeah, the Mama Ship Core is out. Not able to do too much damage, but the blue Lings do help clean up a lot of the red Lings, so that attack is thwarted. But a couple of the red Lings now have speed, and just checking in on the other blue players, what's going on?
We have a Twilight Council here for SFX. We have a factory going up for Sin.
Who also has a wall off on their side.
We have Zerglings for this guy.
All right.
And we saw what happened to him.
Yeah, we did.
Checking the blue team, we have nothing.
That's red team.
Blue, opposite is red. We have a factory done and ready to go, pumping out Hellions. And Hellions. And
we got
nothing.
a call for DT and Spores.
And we have a skirmish between Lings.
Oh yeah, that's fascinating. It's like watching a bunch of hens peck each other.
And Hellions.
Hello, Toasted Zergling. We got Hellions moving in now, chasing down the blue Zerglings that were engaging in the middle of the map. Let's see, we have a ping down here probably for a rally point for the red team, and we do have DTs on the way for blue. Didn't quite know they were behind yet, but all right.
Hey, there's an Infernal Pre-Igniter upgrade coming for this guy.
Well, I mean, considering that the blue players are going Zerg, not a bad call.
Actually, I think they're going Zerg.
Zergling. Sorry, I forgot the Ling part. Lots of fire busting out, trying to get some of the drones and Zerglings around this hatchery. The Hellions, of course, don't do that much damage against Queens because of their armor. Bit of a tight surround between drones and Zerglings. That Militia Corps did head south to try and help out the alley, but the Red Lings are moving into the Protoss base at the top left corner of the base. And, Red's mad. Unless someone's name's Blue, I can't remember. A little bit of a stutter step on the Marines to try and get maximum amount of damage out before they die and get eaten up by the Zergling swarm. And this Militia Corps is just slowly just picking off Lings. Just Temple is so easy, like a toddler, so easy. Learn to control, y'all. You're like zoom back in. So I mean, what do you think? I mean, the red team has put on a lot of aggression so far. Is the blue team going to be able to rally and maybe do something, or is it going to come down to these DTs finally warping in?
I think blue team's doing fine. They really haven't lost that much.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like you point out, they're only attacking that guy.
I mean, they did do quite a bit of damage to this Zerg player, but
yeah.
Sometimes you have to sacrifice one for the betterment of the whole.
Wait, I'm keeping that in mind next time we play team games. Let's play Hellions. DT called by the red team. Do we have a DT in the base?
Yes.
Alright, but there are missile turrets down, able to see. And it looks like this blue push might be able to take out this blue player's base. We do have a couple blue Protoss units to defend. I don't know what's going on with this red army. It seems like it's drawing itself out and taking a lot of damage.
Well, yeah, I think they're just trying to... You know, if they sit here, they're just going to die.
Yeah.
I mean, they got all the drones already.
Yeah.
Most of them. And back here, this DT is still alive.
Yeah, having a happy DT Tans.
I mean, it's only killed 2 things.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are sensor towers, so not allowed...
Missile turrets. Totally different.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
One's loaded, one's not.
Another photon.
Really? Really? You're making fun of me?
Another photon overcharge is expended by Bogia.
Expended?
Yep.
It looks like the blue Protoss units are definitely starting to increase in supply. This might give that push for the blue team to push out. And you know what? I love the Widow Mines at that open door. I think it's going to be a great call, especially if a giant pack of Lings run by. That Widow Mine's going to be able to do a lot of damage.
Exactly. They know they've been experiencing a lot of pressure by the Zerglings, and that's really just something that could really answer their question.
Yeah. It does look like the red team is doing an all call for the center of the map to push out. So we got Hellions, Zerglings streaming in to meet. I don't see anything else. It looks like most of the Zerg players are kind of just going straight up Zerg. We have the battle cry from the Fluffy Bunny, which is an odd image to imagine. And, ooh, giant chunk of Zerglings get taken out by that Widow Mine.
Yeah, but you know, this Protoss guy has to be careful because he will get surrounded and he will die.
It does cause a lot
these DTs and Zealots and Militia Corps come for the rescue.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely helps. A lot of the Zerglings were cut off by that Widow Mine.
You know the thing? This guy really could just kill everything with this Militia Corps.
Yeah.
There's not a single thing attacking unit from the red team that can attack up.
Yeah. It just looked like Practice X not playing along too well with his team members. I don't know. Got another engagement here. Gonna kill off a proxy pylon from one of the blue Protoss players. The red player you guys selected momentarily to live blocked. Hellions are going to be able to do a decent amount of damage to these pursuing Zealots who get a tank. Always good trade.
Tank.
And just interesting that we're just seeing a lot of Lings. We have Blue Flame Hellion now. It's just, hey, look, we have that issue where the laser beam doesn't show up on creep. Didn't they fix that?
Apparently not.
Alright, these are Shadow Stalkers. They attack with shadows. Alright, that pylon gets taken out by fire. And a DT does warp out. We have another rally call for the top corner. And it looks like finally now the blue team is pushing into the red base. And forcing a full retreat from the red units to come back and defend.
Yeah, but you know, I fully anticipate the red people to defend this.
You know, I'd love to see some blink on those Stalkers.
You want to see them blink?
Yeah, like the technique, not the eyeball thing.
But you know, he has.
I like how there's like a little general zealot who has like a
he's
bodyguard.
just a mentor.
Same thing. All right, come on, finish that hatchery. Come on, what are you doing? Finish it. More pings going down by the red team to try and get some defense. We do have a sizable force of Zergling and Hellion now, moving into the Stalker and Zealot Mentor group. Just hanging out right next to the Stalkers. Stalkers do take a lot of hits from these units, but unfortunately there are a lot of Lings and Hellions on the field.
And they all die.
Yeah. We have Archons on the way.
We also have some Hellbats on the way.
And vehicle upgrade level 1 for one of our Hellion players.
We have 2 Stargates coming.
Ports.
Stars. We have 2 stars coming.
Expansion wise, I think we have 1 expansion for the red. We have 2 on the way. Actually, 2 just finished down there. And the blue team is trying to keep up the expansion as well. We do have a blue expansion down here, kind of mini long distance mining the gold. And we do have a Zerg hatch over here and a Protoss one getting set up. So both teams are setting up for a longer game. Archon gets taken out by the red army. And another Archon does a little bit more damage. That mothership is definitely putting the work in.
And it will survive.
Yeah, because again, there's nothing that can shoot into the air except for that Marine who's like, nah, don't care.
There were 2 Marines.
Was there?
Yeah.
One of them ran away, jumped into the command center.
One of them got killed by the Archon.
That sucks. That's got to be a way to die.
I wouldn't mind it.
What?
Archons are cool.
Not really. I think they'd be kind of hot. They're like this giant big ball of energy.
Yeah, but they look cool.
They look cooler. Like when StarCraft playing, they were cool. Scan through down to see what's going on, see if there's anything buried, anything hidden. I think that tank is... I thought that was going to like block the command center, but it doesn't. Tank's set up to do some defense. It looks like our Terran players are going mech. We do have Vikings on the way from our blue Terran. We finally have Blink coming for these Stalkers.
And it's for these Stalkers.
And now we got Banelings on the way for one of the red Zerg players as well.
Fluffy Bunny.
Looks like we do have a battle for the Zelnaga Tower. I think the Stalkers are going to win this one, but reinforcement Zerglings do head down from the north.
The Kraken was released.
Yes, it was. Not quite as impressive as the actual Kraken from that movie, but hey, it's okay. We'll let it slide.
How about some tanks? And Hellbats.
Yeah.
And Zealots. Charge Launch. And Archons.
Good mix right there. It does break the red team. They're going to try and get into these tanks outside of the expansion. Up here at the Zelnaga Tower, Stalker's still holding off the Zealot, or not the Zealots, but the Zerglings, but they're kind of running out of health.
But they did get aid by fellow Zerglings.
Oh, yes, they did. They were blue.
How about some Vikings?
Yeah, the Vikings are now here to destroy something. Stim on those Marines, a good split, trying to avoid the splash damage from both tanks and Archons. And those Marines are able to pick the stuff, but there is a Widow Mine down there. But unfortunately, halfway through the reload stage, and DT does die. I gotta tell you, I gotta give it a hand to the red team. They're doing a great job in keeping their deception up. And
saved.
I don't know. I think I would have just tried to do as much damage as possible. I mean, they're Lings. You can let them die.
You can leave no man behind.
Scan goes down, reveals the Widow Mine.
And all the Banelings are dead.
Yeah, it takes out the Banelings before it dies. Good move. This tank is going to get taken out. Zerglings move in for some melee attacks. Tank, of course, cannot fire near itself and falls.
So that'd be suicide.
Another Archon's doing a little happy dance. Not really doing too much damage. Just happy dance. Just a happy dance. Is going to draw the units back where they see the proxy pylon. Proxy pylon will fall down. And I don't know. I mean, so there's a lot of skirmishes going on in this game, but there isn't a central push. Now, we saw the red team try to coordinate a central push. It instantly got crushed because blue was kind of moving out at the same time. What do you think it's going to take for one of these sides to break this back and forth and finally get into some bases and destroy some buildings?
Aggression.
Okay. Now, do you feel like it's going to take an effort from these teams to attack together, or do you think...
I think if you just have maybe 2 people attacking together, you'll be golden.
Now, does that mean they're going to be in Gold League, or does that just mean they're good?
It means it'll be enough.
Alright, we do have another engagement here. We do have a push in Zergling and Stalker. This could be enough to break this expansion. We do have Muta on the way. That's the longest reach ever. This high ground Poker is just stretching that spine. We do have a flanking move from some speedlings going to help eat up some of these stalkers who do blink back to get away from it. But they kind of blink back right into a queen and a spine.
Queen's gone.
Queen is gone. No, the stalker
Lings
is gone.
are gone.
A lot of lings gone. Looks like a bunch of blue lings just ran right into a couple banelings. A couple more. Good move on those lings, sacrificing themselves to allow these stalkers to continue. A blink over to the left to try and pick off this hatchery, but instead they're going to continue attacking the lings. And we have actually another engagement on the right side of the map, pushing towards these expansions. We got the Vikings that have landed. We have a lot of tanks not sieging up. We do have DTs on the way, cleaning up a couple things that were next to the tank. And Fluffy Bunny's gone!
You know, I think a lot of people forget how decent siege tanks can be unsieged.
Absolutely, and with Fluffy Bunny leaving, the rest of the red team leaves because they were devastatingly destroyed.
Well, I think if it just this amount of force, I mean, this was a big army to contend to. This did a lot of damage up top, and they really had not much to fall back on.
No,
and, you know, they're all going to be getting low on their minerals soon, and they don't have any other presence on the map really.
The only thing I'd have to say with the Zerg players, if you're gonna go all Ling, you have to have something else. Like, you have to have Infestors, you have to have Muta, you have to have some type of complementary unit to go with the Ling.
I don't.
You don't play Zerg.
But when I do, in team games, all Ling all day.
So you don't always play Zerg, but when I do, all Ling all day?
Yeah.
Okay, most interesting.
I get 3-3 with this crackling.
Alright guys, leave a comment down below.
Hit the like button.
Share, subscribe, favorite, greatly appreciate it.
Ah.
Send in your replays at SuperStarcraftBros@gmail.com because Iron Sparks just started yawning. Hope you guys have a great day. Good luck, have fun.
GG.